Multiplying by 6, the rule is, actually I should say part of the rule is, just add half of the neighbor. Right? That's the rule for now. It's part of the rule, but for now, let's say this is the rule. So let's multiply 6 to 6, 0, 4, 8 times 6. So in your mind, you'll think that there is 0 here, or we'll just put 0 here. Now, right now, we are at this number. Half of the neighbor is nothing, that is 0. Half of nothing is still nothing. So, we write 8 as it is. Now, we are at this number. Half of the neighbor is 4. Half of 8 is 4. So, 4 plus 4 is 8. We write 8 here. And then we are at this number. Half of the neighbor is 2. So, 0 plus 2 is 2. Then we are at this number. We are going from left to right, remember. And half of the neighbor is 0. So, we write 6 as it is. Then we are at this number. Now, half of the neighbor is 3. So, 2 plus 3 is 5. And here we are at this number 6. Half of the neighbor is 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. And in the end, we are at this number 0. And half of the neighbor is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. So that's our final answer, 3756288. Now, would you like to see how easy it is? Try for yourself these two numbers. Let's say you do 04044 times 6 and do another 026. Let me give you, or let's bring this here and bring this here, and I will keep writing here now. 268 484 24 times 6. So do these two and pause my video, do these two, and then I will tell you the answer. Okay, let's do that. We have half of the neighbor is 0, so we write 4 as it is. Now half of the neighbor is 2, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Now half of the neighbor is 2, so 0 plus 2 is 2. And now half of the neighbor is 0, so we write 4 as it is. And here half of the neighbor is 2, so we write 2 here. 0 plus 2 is 2. So our answer is 24264 for this question. And let's do the bigger one, long numbers. So half of neighbor here is 0, so we write 4 as it is. Now this is the number, half of neighbor is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Now this is the number, half of neighbor is 1, 4 plus 1 is 3. Here half of the neighbor is 2, so 8 plus 2 is 10, but we will write 0 and point, remember. And here half of the neighbor is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, and this point is 9. And here half of the neighbor is 2, 8 plus 2 is 10 again, so we write 10 like this. Here half of the neighbor is 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, and this dot is 11, so we write 11 like this. And here half of the neighbor is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, and this dot makes it 6. And here half of the neighbor is 1, so 0 plus 1 is 1. And this is our answer, 161,090,3. There is something wrong here. We have written 4 here, then 2 plus 2, 4, fine, and 4 plus 1 is here, my bad. Here 4 plus half of the neighbor is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5. Here we have 5. Let me tell you the full rule. Full rule of multiplying by 6 is add half of the neighbor, right, plus 5 if the number is odd. Now remember here, this is the full rule of multiplying by 6. Now remember here, we are talking about the number. If the number is odd, not the neighbor. Be careful here. Let's do an example here. Let's say we are multiplying 447,054 times 6, right? Now we put 0 here, or in our mind we think that there is 0 here. We are at this number, half of neighbor is 0, so we write 4 as it is. Then we are at this number. As soon as we look at the number, it's odd, we add right away, we add 5 to this number to make it 10. And then we add half of the neighbor. 10 plus half of the neighbor is 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. So we write 12 like this, remember? And then we move at it as it is. Now we are here, and half of the neighbor is 2. Here let me tell you, when we are taking half of any odd number, take half of the previous number. Here, instead of taking half of 5, we'll take half of 4, that is 2. Or you can understand it like half of 5 is 2.5, but we will take only the integer part 2. But what I do is, I always do the half of the previous number, that is even number. So half of 4 is 2, and in this trick or method, we'll consider 4 and 5, both of them, half of both of them is same 2. So 0 plus half of 5 is 2. So we write 2 here, but we have dot here, so 2 plus 1 is 3. Let's write 3 here. Then we are here. Now as soon as we see that the number is 7, that is odd, we right away add 5 to it, so that we don't forget it afterwards. So it's 12. 12 plus half of neighbor, that is 0, is still 12. So we write 12 like this. And move on to the next step. We have this number 4. 4 plus half of 7 is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus this dot is 8. So we write 8 here. And then we are at this number. 4 plus half of 4 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. And in the last, we are doing 0 plus half of 4 is 2. So 2. Our answer is 268,232,4 for this question. Now, in actual, when we are explaining this step by step, it seems that it is very lengthy and complicated process. But when you do a little practice, you will see that it is very easy and it's very fast actually. Now try it for yourself. Try this one. 0.824 times 6. Try this one and try a little bigger one. 0.61052 8, 8 times 6. Now try these two and pause my video, try these two, and then I will tell you the answer. Okay. So here half of the neighbor is 0. So we write 4 as it is. Then half of the neighbor is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now as soon as I see 3, I see it as 8 because 5 plus 3 is 8, plus half of the neighbor is 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Here 8 plus half of 3 is 1. 8 plus 1 is 9 again. And here 0 plus half of 8 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. So our answer is 49944. Okay, let's do this question. Half of neighbor here is 0. So 8 plus nothing is still 8. So we write 8 here. Then half of neighbor is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. We write 2 here and with dot like that. Then here 2 plus half of neighbor is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6 plus this dot is 7. And right away when we look at this 5, it's odd. Right away I add 5 to make it 10. 10 plus this half of 2 is 1. 10 plus 1 is 11. So we write 1 and dot here. And here 0 plus half of 5 is 2. And remember we are talking about number here, right? We always see if the number is odd or even. It doesn't matter if the neighbor is even or odd. So here the number is 0 and it's even. So 0 plus half of 5 is 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2 and this dot will make it 3. Okay. Now here right away we can see it's odd number. So we make it 6. 5 plus 1 is 6 plus half of 0 is 0. So 6 plus 0 is still 6. Then here 6 plus half of 1 is 0. So remains 6. And here number is 0 and then half of neighbor is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. So our answer is 3663178. Till now we have done all the long numbers, but if we want to see if this method still works for single digits, and the answer is yes, let's see if we are doing 8 times 6. Here let's do systematically, let's go step by step. So our number is 8 now and neighbor of 8 is nothing on the right side. So we bring down 8 as it is and then we are at number 0 and the neighbor is 8. Half of 8 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4 and we can see the answer is correct. 8 times 6 is 48. Let's check with odd number. Let's say we are doing 7 times 6. Exactly same thing. We put 0 here or imagine there is a 0. Now right away when we look at 7, we know it's odd and we add 5 to make it 12 and then half of the neighbor is nothing. So it will remain 12. Like this we write 12 and then when we are here, then half of the neighbor is 3. 3 plus 0 is 3 and this dot will make it 4. So the answer is 7 times 6 is 42. That we know is correct. If you want to get full benefit of this trick, then just knowing the trick is not enough. You have to practice this trick till you are very comfortable with this trick before moving on to the next lesson.